We had Congressman Berman, the ranking member on the committee, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to introduce to you the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen from Florida. I have to say it again. Last time a year ago, when we would see each other, she would hug me, but now she kisses me. So I'm going to take the opportunity. So, applause for Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen.
Thank you very much. Chairwoman Tsai, please come over here. And first, I want to say thank you to some gracious gentlemen who helped me jump the line, because Congressman Gary Ackerman, give him a hand, he was here first. Congressman Rob Andrews was here also first, so thank you for letting me come ahead. Welcome to our nation's capital, Chairwoman Tsai. It is particularly an auspicious day for you to be here because today I had the honor, along with my congressional colleagues who you see here, of introducing the Taiwan Policy Act. Here you have it. H.R. 2918, the Taiwan Policy Act. Dan Burton, come on over here next to me. And we have Congressman McClintock, who's here as well, and so many folks, come on over here. But this legislation is designed to strengthen and further clarify the Taiwan Relations Act. It calls for Taiwan to be provided as soon as possible with the next generation of F-16 fighters to defend the skies over the Taiwan Strait. It reaffirms the 6 assurances that President Ronald Reagan gave to Taiwan almost 3 decades ago. It calls for Taiwan's inclusion into the visa waiver program as soon as all requirements for admission to that program are met. It also looks forward to a free trade agreement between our 2 economies. And it would allow you and other Taiwan leaders to come back and make another visit to the United States. And I am pleased to, at this moment, on behalf of my congressional colleagues and Mr. Berman, who had just been speaking to you before, to give this presentation, which is so meaningful to us, to Chairwoman Tsai. It's a flag that flew over the United States Capitol. And I want to tell you, Chairwoman, that the Taiwan Policy Act that we hope will become law soon assures that both the Taiwanese flag and the Stars and Stripes will proudly fly over our respective offices in your capital and in our capital for years and decades to come. And those proudly waving flags will serve to demonstrate the enduring ties of friendship that bind our 2 people. Thank you. So please come over here.
I'm Congressman Ed Royce. I just wanted to take a chance here, an opportunity to say a few words. I represent a district in Southern California, and I wanted to share with all of you the amazing transformation and progress that we've witnessed over the years in Taiwan. Taiwan really serves as an example, not just to Asia, but to countries all over the world in terms of the transformation to an embracing pro-free market, embracing democracy, embracing the type of change that has led to prosperity for its people. And what we want to share with you is the affinity that we feel in the United States to Taiwan and to the people of Taiwan. We also want to share that we want to see a lessening of these tensions. We do not like to see the bellicose, aggressive actions that have been taken, that China has taken. And so our commitment is to do what we can to promote closer relationships, better opportunities for trade with Taiwan, better opportunities for Taiwan to join international organizations as they should be allowed to join. And so for those of us on the Foreign Affairs Committee, like myself, I serve on the Asia Subcommittee, this is our hope for Taiwan for the future, and this is why I'm privileged to be here as a co-sponsor of this effort. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I'm Congresswoman Jean Schmidt from Ohio, and I'm here to say thank you to the great welcome that I had in Taiwan a few years ago. You have a fabulous country. It is a democracy. It is vibrant. It is safe. As a runner, I could run through the streets and not have any fear. You have an economy that's eager to grow and is a great participant in the world market. You also have a country that has many of the corporations that are housed in my own district, including Procter & Gamble has a strong presence in Taiwan. I wish you all the best. I signed on to Ileana's bill, so I'm a co-sponsor of 2918. And in the future, I hope that I can find time to come back and enjoy your beautiful country once again. Thank you.
She is my compass. I love Taiwan, and they said everything for me. There's an old saying that everything that needs to be said might have been said, but not everybody has said it yet. So my name is Randy Forbes. I'm from the Commonwealth of Virginia. I just want to also add my words of welcome and support to Taiwan. About a little over 10 years ago, I had the privilege of spending about a week in Taiwan, and I just remember the wonderful hospitality that was given to me and the patriotism of all of the people in Taiwan. I chair the Readiness Subcommittee for the Armed Services Committee, and I can tell you we are committed to continuing our strong trade agreements between each other, and especially in the Commonwealth of Virginia, we want to continue that. But we also want to continue to make sure we're supporting Taiwan in its effort to maintain its freedom and its liberty for all of its people. So, Dr. Tsai, thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure for us to join you today.
Thank you.
I want to say hello to all of our good friends from Taiwan. I represented Taiwan in the Congress for many years, and I was a close friend of former President Lee, who brought independence to Taiwan. A wonderful man. And I want to also commend former Congressman Lester Wolf, who passed the legislation that we all worked on to make sure that Taiwan was going to be represented by the United States government in an appropriate manner. Of course, it's still not represented appropriately by China, and we hope one day we'll see that happen, even though Taiwan invests a lot of money in China these days. But I want to introduce to you a very important member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Congressman Elliott, who is the chairman of the Western Hemisphere, former chairman of Western Hemisphere, but is also interested in a democratic Taiwan. So I'm going to ask Congressman Elliott if he would join us here at the podium. And I want to congratulate all of you for doing the right things for Taiwan. We got to stop China from pointing their weapons at Taiwan, and so there'll be peace there between both countries. Congressman Elliott.
Thank you. I'm Congressman Elliott Engel. I'm from New York. My district contains a lot of the communities that Congressman Gilman represented when he was here, our former distinguished chairman of this committee. And I have always, I've been in Congress now for 23 years. I have always been, and always will be, a strong supporter of enhanced U.S.-Taiwan ties. I think that the U.S. and Taiwan have a long history, shared history of loving freedom, of loving democracy, of caring about people and what our vision is for the world. And I think that, you know, presidents come and go, and prime ministers come and go, and members of parliament come and go, and members of Congress come and go. But what has always been steady between the U.S. and Taiwan, certainly since the end of World War II, has been the fact that we have been strong friends and allies. I was last in Taiwan, took my youngest son there a couple of years ago, and we truly marvel at everything that we saw. So I'm just here to tell you that you have many, many friends in the United States Congress in both parties. You have many, many friends who look at Taiwan and say there has been an economic miracle in Taiwan and a political miracle in Taiwan, and the things that we hold dear, the things that are important to us as Americans, democracy and free market economy and respect and dignity for human beings, we find that in Taiwan as well. Congress passed the Taiwan Relations Act many years ago. Many of us think it's very important to maintain that, and many of us think it's important for the United States to have a continued presence over in the waters surrounding Taiwan. So I want to welcome you and want to say that the bonds of friendship between the U.S. and Taiwan are unbreakable, and I will continue to be a friend of Taiwan as long as I'm in the Congress and even after. Thank you.
Let me quickly introduce, it's always, I think, nice if you're a long time in Congress that there are a lot of members of Congress, a lot of overturn, but for us, a new friend I'd like to introduce, Albany from Albany, New York. Albany, one of my favorite cities in Washington, in the United States, because it used to be a Dutch capital, and I'm from Holland. So let me introduce to you Congressman Paul Tonko from Albany, New York.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to join as a relatively new member of Congress in welcoming our chair, Chairwoman Tsai. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and for your visit here to our nation's capital. A very meaningful gesture. And as I know many have suggested, the high-level visits between the two nations are so important to building the growing dialogue that is essential, that can inspire progress and tremendous growth for the two nations. Our two nations have, I think, a lot of common interests, common strands of interest, ranging from the dreams that you embrace to the values that nurture you and us, and to the goals that we have to strengthen our economy and support our people in a way that is tremendously powerful and meaningful. So I am here to extend my hand in friendship and in the hope of building a better world. The world continues to grow smaller with time, and it's a pleasure to welcome all of our friends from the Taiwanese community as we gather in celebration for your richness of culture and heritage. God bless you, and welcome to Washington.
Do I need to say more? Congressman Steve Chabot, founding father of the Congressional Taiwan Caucus, long-term friend of Taiwan, very close to our Cincinnati Taiwanese. I think he is in the top 3 Taiwan supporters in the United States Congress, so we're very honored always to see him. So let me ask a warm hand for Congressman Steve Chabot from Ohio.
Thank you, Kumblai. And it's wonderful to have Dr. Chai here today. I want to offer a special thanks to a gentleman who came into my office when I was first running for Congress back in 1994, and that's Dr. C.T. Lee, who's back here, and his wife Cindy is here somewhere. C.T. came in and educated me on Taiwanese issues. Nobody else thought I was going to have much of a chance to get elected to Congress, but we made it and served 14 years till I lost a couple of years ago, but then won my seat back. And what I'm particularly pleased with, I'm from the state of Ohio, and the redistricting maps just came out this week. And CT was never in my district, but he worked very hard on all my campaigns. Now CT, according to this new line, is actually going to be able to vote for me because he's going to be a constituent of mine. I hope he'll vote for me. But I just want to say it's really an honor to be here. I was one of the originally founding members in the Congressional Taiwan Caucus a number of years back, quite a far ways back. And the friendship with Taiwan by Congress is strong, very strong. And I remember a few years, when I first came here, looking at the defense posture, the PRC had a couple hundred missiles at that time pointing towards Taiwan, and that grew and grew and grew till we're about 1,600 missiles now. And I think that this administration's policy, the State Department, et cetera, has been too skewed towards the PRC, and we need to be much stronger with Taiwan. And I think a couple of policies I would strongly urge the administration to move forward with are the defense package spending for Taiwan, and especially the F-16s. That's absolutely critical when one considers the aggressive nature of the PRC towards Taiwan over the years. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. God bless you all and your families. God bless the United States of America, and God bless Taiwan. And one China, one Taiwan. Thank you.